My sister-in-law stole the novel I spent 12 years writing and published it under her name. Now my family is calling me selfish for sending her a cease and desist. I spent 12 years writing that book. Started it in 8th grade when my English teacher said I had a gift for storytelling. Every lunch period, I'd sit in the library crafting this world, building characters, mapping out entire genealogies for families that only existed in my head. Through high school, college, my first 3 jobs, failed relationships, my father's death, I kept writing. It was the one constant in my life. 400,000 words, 17 notebooks of world building, character sheets for 42 different people, hand-drawn maps of cities that don't exist. Last year, I finally typed the end on the first draft. It needed editing, lots of it, but the story was complete. Then the pandemic hit and my freelance work dried up. So I took a data entry job to keep the lights on, put the manuscript in a folder on my laptop labeled Draft 1, and promised myself I'd return to it when things stabilized. My brother Kevin and his wife Heather visited 6 months ago with their new baby. First grandchild in the family, everyone was excited. Heather handed me the baby like she was passing a football. No warning, no instructions. Little things started crying immediately. While Kevin helped me figure out how not to drop his daughter, Heather asked to use my home office to pump in private. Said the living room was too exposed. I gave her the Wi-Fi password so she could watch videos on her phone, thought nothing of it. She was in there 45 minutes. Few months passed, didn't hear much from them. Then my mom called last week, thrilled that Heather had become a published author. Said the book was already selling well on Amazon, that Heather was some kind of secret genius. Mom bought 5 copies to give as Christmas gifts. I bought one to support family. The title was different, but the opening line made my stomach drop. It was mine, word for word. I downloaded the sample chapters. Every scene, every character, every plot twist I'd spent 12 years perfecting was there, just cleaned up with better grammar and smoother transitions. She'd even kept my protagonist's name, just changed the spelling from Lydia to Lydia. I pulled up my original files, ran a comparison. Whole passages were identical. She hired someone to edit my mess of a manuscript, made it shine, and slapped her name on it. I called her immediately. Started calm, but when she pretended not to know what I was talking about, I lost it. Told her I had date-stamped files, years of notes, proof this was mine. She hung up, called back from Kevin's phone. She hung up again, used my work phone. She finally answered, and the truth came spilling out. Yes, she took it. Copied the whole folder while pumping in my office. Kevin's hours got cut. She lost her marketing job. They had the baby. Formula costs a fortune. Rent was due. She saw my manuscript, figured I wasn't doing anything with it anyway, and decided someone should benefit from all that work. She'd spent $2,000 on professional editing, another $1,000 on cover design and marketing. The book was already ranking in its category. Reviews were coming in positive. She offered me a deal, 75% of all royalties going forward. Keep quiet about the theft, let her maintain author credit, and I'd make money from my work without having to do anything else. I told her I wanted 100%, and the author name transferred to me immediately. She started crying about the baby needing diapers, formula, clothes. Kevin got on the phone saying I was heartless, that I didn't understand the pressure of being a parent, that families should support each other. I hung up and called a lawyer that afternoon. The cease and desist letter went out the next day. Heather had to unpublish the book immediately or face a lawsuit. My entire family exploded. Mom called me selfish. Dad said I was overreacting. Kevin sent a long text about how I was taking food out of his daughter's mouth. Heather's parents called me a monster. My cousin Beth said I should be grateful someone thought my writing was good enough to steal. The book came down, but Heather had already made $8,000 in the 2 weeks it was up. She kept every penny, claimed it was payment for the editing and marketing services she'd provided. My lawyer says I could pursue it, but it would cost more than I'd recover. I rewrote my author bio, had the manuscript professionally edited myself, and queried agents with a note about the plagiarism attempt. 3 agents requested the full manuscript. 1 offered representation last week. We're submitting to publishers next month. Kevin hasn't spoken to me since. Heather posts passive-aggressive quotes about forgiveness on Facebook. Their daughter's first birthday is next month. I wasn't invited, but my book, my real book with my name on it, will be on shelves next year. 12 years of work finally paying off exactly how I intended.